The Cold War was a time of tension and paranoia. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a global struggle, and both sides sought any advantage they could find. In the shadows, the CIA began a top-secret project. It was called MK Ultra. The goal was simple but honestly terrifying: to control the human mind. The CIA poured millions of dollars into MK Ultra, believing that mind control could be the ultimate weapon. Imagine creating assassins, spies, even controlling world leaders. The very idea sent shivers down the spines of those who knew about it. It was a dark secret, hidden from the public eye. The program operated under a veil of secrecy. Scientists and agents worked tirelessly in hidden laboratories, experimenting with dangerous drugs and mind-altering techniques. The CIA sought to break down the human psyche and rebuild it to their liking. The ethical implications? Well, they were ignored in the pursuit of power. MK Ultra was a chilling example of how far governments would go to win the Cold War. It was a world of shadows and secrets where the line between reality and science fiction blurred. The true extent of MK Ultra remains unknown, but its legacy, it continues to haunt us today. The heart of MK Ultra was its gruesome experiments. Scientists, often funded unknowingly by the CIA, subjected unwitting individuals to horrific ordeals. They used LSD, electroshock therapy, and hypnosis. The CIA wanted to observe the effects of these methods on the human mind, hoping to harness them for their own sinister purposes. One of the most infamous aspects of MK Ultra was the widespread use of LSD. The CIA believed the drug held the key to mind control. They tested it on unsuspecting civilians, soldiers, and even their own agents. The results? Often devastating. Subjects experienced hallucinations, paranoia, and psychotic breaks. Some never fully recovered, but it didn't stop there. Beyond LSD, the CIA explored other methods of psychological torture: sensory deprivation, sleep deprivation, extreme temperatures. They subjected their victims to relentless psychological pressure, breaking down their resistance to make them susceptible to suggestion. The methods used were barbaric and, frankly, inhumane. The experiments conducted under MK Ultra weren't just cruel, they were unethical. The CIA violated the basic human rights of countless individuals, doing so without consent or regard for the consequences. The program left a trail of shattered lives in its wake. MK Ultra preyed on the vulnerable. The CIA targeted individuals they considered expendable: prisoners, mental patients, and drug addicts. These individuals were often lured into participating with false promises. They were told they were receiving medical treatment or participating in harmless research. One particularly disturbing case involved a group of African American men. They were unknowingly given LSD as part of a study on syphilis. These men were denied proper medical care and suffered the debilitating effects of the drug for years. This experiment, known as the Tuskegee Syphilis Study, was a horrific example of racism and medical abuse. The CIA also targeted universities and hospitals, funding research projects that aligned with their goals. Unwitting participants became pawns in the CIA's twisted games. The agency's reach extended far and wide, infiltrating institutions that were supposed to be dedicated to healing and knowledge. The victims of MK Ultra were often left traumatized and scarred. Many were never told the truth about what had happened to them. They lived with the lingering effects of the experiments for years. The CIA's actions were a betrayal of trust on a massive scale. In the early 1970s, the Watergate scandal shook the United States. As investigations into government wrongdoing expanded, the CIA's dark secret began to unravel. The Senate launched an inquiry into MK Ultra, but the CIA had destroyed most of the program's records. The full scope of MK Ultra remains shrouded in mystery. Despite the CIA's attempts at a cover-up, some information about MK Ultra did come to light. The Senate hearings revealed the shocking truth about the program, and the public was outraged by the CIA's actions. The agency was condemned for its blatant disregard for human rights. The revelations about MK Ultra had a profound impact. They eroded public trust in the government and raised serious questions about the limits of scientific research. The program became a symbol of government overreach and abuse of power. MK Ultra serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked power. It is a story of secrecy, betrayal, and the dark side of human nature. Although the program ended decades ago, its legacy continues to shape our world. The search for truth and accountability continues.